Hey guys, Matt Gillen here. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to use Google AdWords to increase your CPM on YouTube. It's a simple and free method. People have been doing this for a very long time, and I'm surprised that it doesn't get talked about more because it is so easy to do. And on top of that, we're going to show you how to use your own YouTube analytics to do some similar keyword research that'll also help you increase your YouTube CPM. So using Google's free keyword planner, we are going to show you exactly how you can use that to increase your CPM. And the reason this method works is because to this day, a tremendous amount, we're talking millions, hundreds of millions, maybe even billions of dollars in Google's ad revenue is generated off of people targeting keywords. Essentially, the way it works is that the ad targeting algorithms from Google and YouTube use your metadata, that's your titles, your descriptions, and your tags, to target viewers. This is what keyword targeting looks like on Google on the ad buying side. Hypothetically, I could target any keyword I want with my advertising, and it would show up on videos that include these keywords in their metadata. So what we just showed is what an ad buyer would do to target a video that has those keywords on it on YouTube. So how do we use this information? To our advantage, of course. Jokes. But seriously, we can use this information that YouTube uses our metadata for ad targeting to our advantage to increase our CPM. And we do this by using the keyword tool in Google. And a quick disclaimer before we start, I will never, ever advocate including misleading tags into your videos. But if you can use some generic keywords that absolutely match what your video is about, you can definitely increase your CPM. Let me jump into a screen share and show you how it works. So in order to get to the keyword planner, you will have to have a AdWords account. It's really easy to set up, do the walkthrough, just punch in whatever. If you're worried about them like charging your credit card, don't put in your billing information or set your budget at $1. But where you're gonna wanna go when you're able to fully log in, you're gonna go to Tools and Settings, and then you are going to click on Keyword Planner. And that will take you here. So the first thing that we're going to do is discover new keywords, because you might have a really good idea of some keywords that might be good for your channel, but this can give you a whole list of them very quickly. So we're going to do discover new keywords. We're going to use the little monster channel as an example here. So we could say my content is educational. We could do education. We could do training. We could do analytics. Now we're going to do get results. Okay, so now that we entered our base keywords here, Google is going to populate a list of keyword ideas, right? And this goes on and on and on and on. As you can see down here, there's 1,300. There's no way I was going to sit around and type out all 1,300 of these. And a lot of them aren't going to be necessarily specific to my channel. I am 100% not a personal trainer. But a lot of these will be. For example, YouTube analytics, online courses. But beyond that, what we might see is just a lot of these keywords not being particularly specific to my audience. And so what we could do is we could go in and we could change these up here. So let's go ahead and add YouTube to the mix. Let's get rid of training and let's get rid of educational and do get results. So now we definitely have a number of keywords that are a bit more on target, right? So the next thing we want to do is we want to make sure our columns are correct. And the default view is the one you're looking at. So you have to go to Modify Columns, and you want to go ahead and click on Competition. And the reason you want to click on Competition is because what we're actually trying to do is the opposite of what an ad buyer would try to do. An ad buyer generally would try to find low competition keywords. The reason they want to find low competition keywords is the same reason why you want to find high competition keywords. The reason they want to find low competition keywords, right? Ones that rank 0 here, 1, in the single digits, because this goes up to 100, is because that means they're going to get more inventory at a lower price. And the reason we want to find high competition keywords on YouTube is because this will give us bigger CPMs, bigger ad dollars, because in order to get that ad impression, they're going to have to bid higher. The ad buyer is going to have to bid higher. Now, to be clear, this is for Google search. Right now, there's no way to look for this data on YouTube, but essentially the same mechanics are happening because the vast majority of people advertising on Google are also advertising on YouTube. So once we have a pretty decent list here, the next thing we want to do is sort by competition. So here we have a number of keywords that are very high in terms of their competition value, meaning that there is 100% ad fill for these type of keywords. And as we go down the list, they become less and less competitive. So let's go ahead and look at some of these keywords and see what we got, right? We've got school furniture, no. Jackie, Aina, palette, no. Mr. Beast shop, nah, not really. And the list goes on and on. What you want to do is you want to go through this list and select the keywords that could actually apply to your content. So for Little Monster, we will probably select YouTube promotion. That seems pretty close. Online school, that's a little bit far away. You know, Paw Patrol YouTube, no, thank you. Let's see, network analytics, maybe for a few videos, but not really. Online education, this one seems like it could be, so we're going to go ahead and select that. We are a social media analytics tool, at least I am. Heyo. Marketing analytics, absolutely. User behavior analytics, do that all day long. Social media data analytics, absolutely. Don't do Instagram, and so on and so forth. So once we've selected these keywords, we're going to go ahead and scroll back on up and click copy. And then we're going to grab a notepad and we're just going to go, whoop, boom, and drop them in. And then we're going to keep going, right? We're going to find as many keywords as we can possibly find and see what works. You know what? Let's just go ahead and show 500. And we're going to fast forward while I click on these so you can see how many we do. Okay, and as we go down this list, we start to get into the 30s down here. That's not fantastic from a competition standpoint. It's certainly not bad, but we've got enough here. You know, we've selected another 13 or so. So let's go ahead and copy and paste those over. And the next thing we want to do is we want to look at the top of page bid low range. Now, you could certainly look at top of page bid high range. And that's like the upper limit, but really we want to know kind of like as a base minimum. Ooh, look at this. Friends over at TubeBuddy are generating a ridiculously high CPC. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but we are going to go ahead and grab that one. Why not? And we're going to go ahead and fast forward as I grab a few more here. All right, now that we've grabbed a few here that have some really good low bid range ones, including TubeBuddy at $1,400, let's go ahead and pop those onto our pad. All right, so now we have a really good set of keywords that we know generally are going to lead to higher CPMs on YouTube. Now, the final things you want to do here is pop in some generic keywords that you believe are representative of your channel and things that would go into any given video. For example, on Little Monster, we could definitely put education in every video because generally what we're doing is educating in every video. We definitely talk a lot about analytics and a lot about YouTube, but I'm wondering, are there some other keywords that might be a good fit? So let's go ahead and add a few that we think would be representative of our channel, like explain, audience development, audience, YouTube viewer, YouTube views, get more views, get more subs. All right, now let's do get results. So now that we've gotten our results back, let's take a look. So down here, get more subs. That one seems to be pretty heavily weighted, but when we look at the actual top of
But when we look at the actual top of page bid, it's really quite low. In fact, almost all of these are. So generally speaking, these might not be the best, although education over here, yeah, this one's a little low, but 611's not bad. And the reason these aren't bad is because if we imagine a 1% click-through rate on an ad on YouTube, forget skippable pre-roll, that sort of thing, but generally, 1% click-through rate isn't the worst in the world. Well, what we're talking about here is essentially 10 clicks per 1,000 views. And if we get on the higher end, that's $70. And on the lower end, that's $20. Lots of people would take a $20 CPM on a CPC type bid model. Not the end of the world. Here, we're on the lower side at like, 580. But on the higher side, not bad. So I might consider adding analytics over, but the rest I would probably say, no thanks to. Maybe get more views and get more subs, but those are pretty much in everything already. And on Google, at least, there's pretty much no one searching for it. So now that we have our keywords, we're ready to go. So essentially where you want to put these keywords is either directly in your title, in your description, or to add them as tags. Now, I've already said this, but I have to say it again. Do not put tags that have nothing to do with your video into your tags or description or title. Please, for the love of God, don't do it. So one of the things you can also do to increase your CPM is just look at which videos on your channel are generating higher CPMs. So in order to do that, we are going to go ahead and go into analytics, and then we're going to go ahead and click see more. So generally speaking, depending on the size and scale of your audience is going to determine which date range you want to put in. Right now we're doing about 12,000 views, and we're in the beginning of Q2, which generally means we're going to have a lower CPM. Now we're also recording this in the COVID pandemic, so CPMs are also going to be reduced right now, but the main thing you want to have is you want to have a larger data set. And by that, what we essentially mean is views on our content. So we're going to go ahead and do all of 2020. And yeah, this is generally the time of the year when you're going to have the lowest CPMs because of the time of year where marketers spend less in Q1 and Q2 because they're sitting on those budgets for later in the year when people spend more. But regardless, this is going to give us a decent snapshot as to which videos are generating the highest CPMs, and then we can learn from that what keywords are generating the highest CPMs from our videos. So in order to do that, what we want to look at is the CPM of each video. And we don't want to do playback CPM here because that's going to be influenced by more factors than just what is generating ad rates on our videos. And so what we want to do is click on CPM. What the CPM is going to show us is the CPM of ads that ran against our videos. So once we have the CPM pulled up, we are going to go ahead and export this to Google Sheets. And that's going to pop open this document. And what we're looking for here is CPM. So in total, we're looking at about a $10 CPM. That's pretty good. And what we're going to do is we're going to sort by this column D here. All right, so as you can see at the top, I have a number of videos that I just have not monetized, so we can go ahead and ignore those and take a look at some of these other videos. So what we can see right here is 7 tips to increase average view duration and get more views with about 117 views. Small sample size, but not terrible, is clocking a $24 CPM. 2020 YouTube SEO and search strategies to dominate search and rank your videos, a 22.79 CPM, very high. I skipped 5-minute crafts part 2, 1 because it's an unlisted video, but it's also only generated 11 views. That's not exactly a big sample size. 2,000 views is not fantastic, but not bad, right? 630 views. Should you start a new YouTube channel? Should you quit YouTube? Clocking in at a $20 CPM with 630 views, still pretty good. 143 views, not bad. 5 mistakes new YouTubers make and cost you thousands of views. At a $18.70 CPM, not bad. Basically, other than a few videos here and there, and we're going to go ahead and just remove these from the doc. We're looking at a few videos here that are really good in terms of representing opportunities to increase our CPM kind of across the board. Now, even getting down into here where we're looking at $7, $6, $4 CPMs, right? Generally speaking, those are still not bad CPMs at all, but really what we want to focus on is the highest earning ones to see if there's something that we can learn from them in terms of which metadata is being used. So what we're going to do is go ahead and head on over to YouTube and pop in our URL. And the reason I'm doing this is because I have vidIQ set up to show me the tags on this video, and it's just an easier way for me to navigate around YouTube. You can also do this right in your video manager. I find that to be a little bit cumbersome, take a little bit longer. So let's see which tags we have in here. We have SEO for YouTube, we have SEO for YouTube videos, a lot of SEO, YouTube tag SEO, YouTube titles SEO, YouTube search related tags that are probably influencing the CPM we are getting on this video. What we want to do is we then want to go back to Google and use our keyword tool to determine which of those tags are potentially the ones that are helping generate that CPM. So back in our YouTube planner, we are going to enter in a few of these keywords and see if any of them give us insight into which ones are helping to generate that CPM. So we'll go YouTube search, and then let's do get ranked on YouTube, and then SEO for YouTube. We're going to do get results. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so it looks like none of these first keywords are all that competitive, although we do have a top of page bid right here at 233. That's not terrible, but let's go ahead and see what happens if we sort this way and if any of our other keywords pop up. YouTube SEO packages, that's not too far away from some of the keywords we have here. Maybe that's triggering a little bit. YouTube SEO training, that's pretty high. YouTube SEO company, right? Free YouTube SEO, those are still pretty high from a competition standpoint. I think SEO of a YouTube channel, my guess is that a number of these kind of close matches type of bidding is driving that up. So things like YouTube SEO might be a good keyword that we can put into videos where that particular keyword would be relevant, and that could drive up the CPM on those videos. Let's look at one more example and see if we can find something a little bit more specific. So we're going back to our list here. This one seems to have quite a bit of viewership and a high CPM. So should you start a YouTube channel? Let's go ahead and grab that and then head on back to YouTube. So we got that video populating here. Let's see what vidIQ says. All right, so we have a very different set of tags here. Let's go ahead and see what happens when we pop some of these in. We'll do start a YouTube channel. We'll do new YouTube channel. We will do, let's go ahead and throw my name in there, see what happens. I'm guessing it's not gonna be very high. All right, let's see what our actual keywords that we put are. Nowhere in the neighborhood, and yes, I am low from a competition standpoint. How to start a YouTube channel, that's looking pretty low. How to create a YouTube channel, pretty low. Let's go ahead and do competition indexed. We've got YouTube starter set, things you need for YouTube. What do you need to start a YouTube channel? These are all very high competition, but extremely low search volume. This one has high competition, decent search volume at 86, but we see that the top of page bid is very low here. Right? I'm not seeing any big ones that could be causing this particular video to have a huge CPM. How to start a YouTube channel to earn money. That's a long tail. How to start a YouTube channel. An ad would probably pop up for us, right? We're looking at a $2 floor. That's not bad. How to start a YouTube blog, right? That's kind of the same thing in terms of a short tail or shorter keyword being triggered for potentially a longer tail keyword targeting. So how to start a YouTube channel and start YouTube are probably some keywords that again could go very well into a particular video. Going back to our sheet, that's how we look up specific keywords that might be triggering Google to serve high value ads to our content. Another thing you can do is use a tool like TubeBuddy to download all of your metadata and compare your videos that are high CPMs and see if there are keywords that you can see in multiple videos that have high CPMs. So that's how you would use your own data to determine ways in which to increase the CPM of all of your videos and try and find keywords that might trigger some of these higher performing ads. All right, thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see another video about how you can increase your revenue, go ahead and click on that video on the left. More best practices are also in a playlist on the left. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button, and I will see you all next week.